Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this live watch along. England's last game in their group against Slovenia. It's not a must-win game anymore now because England have qualified already. It's just a matter of where they actually qualify. Finish top, and they'll end up playing one of the third position teams. Finish second or third themselves, and then they could get one of the more difficult teams. So it's important that they win. It's not just important that they win for the position. It's important that they win for their own confidence and for the fans' confidence. I think they owe us a performance. And so with that in mind, we'll go on to the teams because England have, surprisingly enough, only made one change. I expected two, maybe three, but they've made one change. Trent Alexander-Arnold has been dropped, as we probably all expected, and Conor Gallagher will play in midfield alongside Declan Rice. So the team is Pickford in goal, Trippier, Gehi, Stones and Walker across the back, Rice and Gallagher in the midfield, Foden, Bellingham, Saka and Kane will be your attacking players. Now, as for Slovenia, they've got the same side as drew their last game, so that's Oblak in goal. It's Janza, or Janza, whichever way you would say it, Bijol, Drugsic, Karničić, Malaka, Elsnik, Serin, Stojanovic, Sesko, and Sporar. Sesko's a tall centre forward. He's about 6'4", something like that. So our centre backs are going to have a handful with him. I would imagine that you'll find that the Slovaks will put lots of crosses in the box today and test our defending in that sort of manner. So that's the teams. I'm not sure whether I would like to have seen I'd like to have seen Anthony Gordon in the team, if I'm honest. A bit of pace down that left-hand side is probably just what we need, because I think, again, we're going to find that we're facing a packed defence. And in these first two games that we've played, we've found it difficult to get around packed defences. We need the width and the pace on the width to get around the back of these teams. And Gordon gives us that. And so I'm surprised that he hasn't given him a chance. But that's just the way it is at the moment. All he's really done is shored up that right-hand side of midfield. I guess we've lost a bit of creativity without Trent playing in there. Although it didn't create a great deal for us. We didn't see those raking passes that I think we were expecting to see. So I'm sure that the manager has had a long talk with the guys and he's told them exactly how he expects them to play. I would expect that we see a bit more pressing, like we saw in the first half of the first game. Get them pressing a bit more, put pressure on the opposition. And then when we attack with pace. Just looking at the TV pictures, I mean, they're showing pictures of Mark Gehi, and he's probably been England's best player so far. He's been really solid in that middle. I'm glad to see that he's still in there. So that's it as far as we know at the moment. Kick-off 15 minutes away. Kick-off 15 minutes away. So if you want to join in with the chat, please feel free to make any comments. We've got 15 minutes to discuss the team. Harry Kane's still in the team. Would you have changed? Would you have had Tony in there, or maybe Ollie Watkins? Ollie Watkins looked lively when he came on Sunday. So would you have had him in the team? Lot to discuss. So if you've got anything to say before the game starts, let's get it in the comments and we'll get everybody chatting away about it. It's been a warm day today, so I don't know whether we know our last 16 opponents yet. But it's certainly, if we finish top, it'll be one of the third place teams. So it'll be an easier game before we get to the quarters, which is what we need. And if we can use this game and the game in the last 16 to find our feet a bit, to get a bit of cohesion in the team, to start playing properly and live up to the tag of being favourites, which we were when we came into this tournament. Get some of our better players like Foden, like Saka, who haven't done a great deal at the moment, get them into the side, get them, I think just a couple of good passes from them, or a goal here or a goal there, will give them such a boost of morale and energy. It could be just a springboard that the teams need. But they've got to do it now. This third game, they can't have another poor performance, because I don't think anyone's frightened of them anymore, even though we've got such a good team. And I heard it on the radio the other day, and they were talking about the England team, and they said that we've got a Premier League side, but a Championship manager. I think that's a bit harsh on Southgate, but he does seem to have hit a brick wall at the moment. He doesn't seem to be able to come up with tactics to get around these packed defences. Very warm in, I think it's Frankfurt we're playing in again tonight. Very warm there. We played our second game there, last game there. The pitch caught badly, so I'm hoping it doesn't again, because it spoiled it as a spectacle. The ball was bouncing everywhere. Players were falling over, and it looked like a rugby pitch rather than a football pitch. But they said it's been rolled and watered, and they said it's better than it looked before. I don't see how they kind of improved it in 3 or 4 days, but they have, so we'll see. We don't want it to spoil the game as a spectacle. I say it's been warm in the UK today as well. Very hot and sticky. It still is now at 7:45 at night. Still very warm. Hence the cold drink and the ice. Badly needed. I'm hoping for a 3-0 win tonight. It's got to be something. 3 or 4-0. We've got to really turn these over and put in a good performance to make all the other teams take a look at us and say, all of a sudden, they've found their mojo and they are a team to be feared. So France today, they didn't look anything. They've had 3 poor games, to be honest. And we're complaining about England, and France, probably the tournament favourites, haven't looked that good either. The Dutch got beat. They weren't up to much again today. Italy are a poor side. The Spanish looked good. I would think that they're probably favourites for the tournament at the moment. The Germans have won 2, drawn 1, but they only just scraped through with that draw the other night. So again, apart from the Spanish, there's no one really looking that hot. So get your comments in. Let us know what you think. What do you think about England? Well, certainly can tell us during the game what you think about England's performance. What you think about their tactics. Have you seen a change in tactics from the first 2 games? A change in attitude. Let us know as the game's going on. Let us know what you think. I'll certainly let you know what I think. But like I say, I want a 3-4-0 win. I think it'd make the whole country feel a bit better if they did that. Going into the last 16. I guess England must start favourites for this game tonight. Has anybody got a bet on? First goal scorer? Final score? Hope Bellingham has a good game today. He's looked tired in that second game, especially. He looked tired. Hopefully, Saka can get back into things as well. The trouble with playing a left-footed player on the right wing is that a lot of the time he cuts inside. Now, that's been one of Saka's plus points playing for Arsenal. He's cut inside and then curled balls into the corner. But, we're playing international games now and teams know that, and they're doubling up on him to stop him from cutting in. And he's been pretty ineffective at times. So we need Saka to put in a performance as well, because he was brilliant in the last tournament for us. And without him, if we've got 3 and 4 players in the team that are not performing, then as a team we can't perform. And Foden hasn't done it at the moment. And apart from the first half in the first game, Bellingham hasn't been in it much. Harry Kane's not done a lot. He scored a goal, but he hasn't had many touches. If you've got Saka's not played well, and then Trent Alexander-Arnold's not done it for us, then it is a struggle for the full team. So we need them all to get together. We need a team performance, but we need individuals to just shine and just turn things on like they can. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. So with just 6-7 minutes to kick off, has anybody got any comments on what score they think it's going to be? Or who's going to be the first goal scorer? Let us know as the game's going on. Let us know what you think about the way England are playing. There's got to be an improvement today. Let me know during the game. Pop a comment and let us know. Have you seen any improvement? Have England improved tactically? Because the Slovenians are going to do the same as the other 2 teams have done. They're going to pack the defence and make it difficult for England to get through. Anyway, we're just looking at the TV screen now. Gareth Southgate's already out, so he said his bit. Teams just lining up in the tunnel. Gareth on the pitch just clapping the fans. So he's trying to get the fans on the side, because they know that they got booed off the pitch, which is a shame, really. It's only us that boo our teams. I mean, look at Scotland. They didn't win a game, but you didn't hear the Scots fans booing their team. Even when they lost 5-1, they didn't boo their team, but we booed ours, and we haven't lost. So we've got to get behind the team. Anyway, the teams are lining up with the mascots about to come out onto the pitch, and they'll go through the preliminaries of the national anthems again. All the mascots and the flag wavers and what have you are on the pitch. And they're not a bad side, aren't they, Slovenians? We're in for a tough game, definitely. Because they've still got an outside chance of qualifying if they beat us. So they've still got something to play for. They're not down and out. So it's all going to be up to us. Team looks relaxed in the tunnel there, as you would expect. There's no pressure on them, really. They've already qualified for the last 16. It's just we want to go through as group winners to get the easier tie in the last 16. But we'll still be starting favourites. There's no doubt about that. Just waiting for the OK to go. Yep, and here they come. Looks like a packed crowd again tonight, as you would expect. Looks like a lot of England fans are there. Team's just about to line up for the national anthems. Must be hot in the crowd. Half the crowd have got no shirts on. Talk about Jimmy 5 bellies. There's some there with Jimmy 8 bellies. Okay, so it's the national anthem of Slovenia. Cheers. Don't think the teams have had to do too much warming up. It's very hot there today. It should be cooling down and making things a bit more comfortable for the players. Rio Ferdinand in the crowd there. Looks like Luis Figo was there as well. Now the English national anthem. All the boys singing their hearts out. That's it. National anthem's over with. Don't take them long to clear the pitch of all these flags and things. They'll soon be underway. Last chance to get your comments in. What do you think the score's going to be? Let's hope it's not a boring 1-0. Like I said, I want 3 or 4. If you've just joined, please hit a like. Just helps the channel very much. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Comments are always welcome during the game if we can fit them in, but certainly at half time, we can discuss all sorts if you get your comments in. I'm expecting at least 3-0. Am I being too optimistic? I want 3 or 4, to be honest. But at least 3. Team's just going through the final warm-ups, but like I say, it's hot there today, so there shouldn't need to be. Conor Gallagher just playing in the same position as Trent was. Just swap like for like. Conor Gallagher just, although he doesn't offer the range of passing that Trent did, is more combative and he'll work harder and he'll win more 50-50 balls, which is maybe what we need. We shall see. Slovenian team just in the final huddle. A few last words of advice. So Slovenian fans are certainly bouncing around, adding a good atmosphere to the game before it's even started. Game's just about to get underway now. England to kick off. And here we go. The ball's pumped forward straight away. Headed out. Across to Gehi on this left-hand side and across to Trippier. He moves it across to Foden. Bit more movement about him in front now, but it's going across back to the opposite side to Stones. The ball to Walker's cut off, so it comes back across to Gehi, to Trippier again. Bellingham has it, but he's going to have to go backwards. He's being pressed. And it goes to Pickford. Bit of a poor ball out from Pickford to Stones, but he did control it eventually and give it back to Pickford. Now Gehi has it on the England left. Rice coming deep for it. Goes across to Stones on the edge of the box. He plays it forward to Gehi on the left. He's coming forward. Goes to Bellingham, but he's pushed back straight away. Gehi turns instead of going back to Pickford and plays one through the middle to Kane. Two men came at Kane. They all missed it, but it's gone through to the defender who's played it back to Oblak. England are pressing deep though, through Foden. Trippier wins a header. Rice picks it up deep inside the Slovakian half. Rice still has it. Gives it to Foden. Foden plays one down the line. And it's a dead ball. Foden had it right on the byline. He's claiming that he was chopped down as he tried to drag the ball back. No, it wasn't. He just lost. He tried to drag the ball back, lost control of it. It went for a dead ball. Foden fell over and tried to claim a free kick, and it wasn't. So it's a deep kick. Comes through the centre there. They're claiming as Walker took the ball off the number 10, that was claiming a corner, but it came off the number 10, and it was a dead ball, which is being played quickly. Trippier has it on the left. He goes all the way back to Pickford. I think they're saying that they took it too quickly, so they're going to have to take that dead ball again. Yeah, it just came off the bottom of Stojanovic's foot. Ball's played deep. Headed out. Walker allows it to go out for a throw. And it goes back to Stones. He plays it right across to the left-hand side to Trippier. He's got a bit of space in front of him. He gives it to Foden. Gives it back to Trippier. And then Gehi. He comes across to Bellingham on this left-hand side. Well, he's played it across, but it's been cut out in the middle. And then Conor Gallagher gives away the free kick. It was a poor ball by Bellingham, that, right across his front of his defence, and it was cut out in the centre circle. England certainly are doing a bit more press games. They're forcing Slovakians back. Slovenians, sorry, Slovakia. But they found a bit of space down this right-hand side, and he's cutting into the midfield. Played it void to Stojanovic. He's gone all the way across to the left. There's a man overlapping. The man puts the ball in. It's gone to the back post where there's a free header, and the second header, so Sesko, he had a free header on his own at the back post. It was a weak header that Pickford picked up easily, but that was 2 free headers, one at the back post that knocked back to the opposite side. And Sesko had a free header there as well. So 2 poor bits of marking there. And like I said earlier on, they will look to get crosses in. England have given it away again. Sesko has it again on the edge of the box. That's poor by England. They played it into the middle and there was no one there. Just encouraging Slovenia. England have a throw on the right-hand side. Walker to take it. He wants to change the ball. Not happy with the ball before he throws it in. Yeah, Gahey played it into the middle. It was supposed to have gone to Rice, I think, but it went past him and into the middle where it was intercepted. Be careful with the passing in the middle there. That's the second ball they've given away. The throw comes in now. Harry Kane turns his man but can't control the ball. And Slovenia pick it up. Bellingham trying to press as the Slovenians go back. They've played a long ball to the left-hand side that Walker's got to cut out, and he does. Heads it back to Pickford. Good bit of defending that because the man was past him. If he hadn't made that ball. Comes out to Trippier from the throw from Pickford. Trippier plays it long to Bellingham, was going down the line. He's not going to make it, but the defender puts out for a throw. Level with a penalty box. Good run by Bellingham. Trippier takes the throw. Back to Gahey. It goes back to Stones. Walker will have it. Across his right-hand side. He might come across to Gahey, who's spare. And he does. Gahey just inside the Slovenian half. Trippier on the line. Back to Gahey from Bellingham. Cross to Stones. Stones will have to come back this way again. To Gahey. Trippier, but they're being pressed again. The Slovenians are giving us no space. England have got possession, but really going nowhere with it. Stones just ambles forward. Has a look up front. There's nobody to give it to, so he goes across again. Foden has it on the left-hand side now. Can he attack his man? No, he has to come inside. He goes to Rice. Cross to Stones, back inside the Slovenian half. Saka on the far side. It goes back again to Stones. Across. Harry Kane on the left this time. But he comes inside. He tries to play a ball right across to Saka on the far side. But the defender gets his head to it before Saka could get there. The defender tries to drive the ball out down the line. Saka gets a heel to it. I think it goes out for maybe a throw right in the corner, or has it gone for a dead ball? That's a throw right near the corner flag. So England have got them penned in there now. Long throw. Free header for Stones. Conor Gallagher goes up. Stones gets it again. Plays it to Walker, who's going backwards. Goes to Gahey, then to Rice, who's got it in the centre of the midfield. Goes across to Trippier, to Foden. But as soon as he gets the ball, there's a man on him. He has to go backwards. Same as Trippier. There's nothing forward for him. We've seen this before. It's all side to side. It's gone to Stones. It's getting a bit predictable, is this? It comes back across to Trippier. I think he's got a bit of space to run forward to. Bellingham's got it now. Inside to Rice. He runs forward down this left-hand channel. Bellingham in front of him. Kane's turned his man. He plays the ball inside, but the ball's deflected. But England pick the ball up again through Gahey, who plays it to Trippier. Trippier goes back to Gahey, who's in his own half. Across to Stones. Back to Gahey. Comes across to Trippier on this left-hand side. And Bellingham takes it off him. Inside to Foden. Foden's going in midfield again. And it goes across to Stones. To Walker. down the line to Saka, but he's just going to go back again. And he does to Walker. Walker's got nowhere to go. It goes across the stones. He plays it across the left-hand side to Gehi, inside to Bellingham. Saka. Foden lost the ball in the challenge. Slovenia chipped the ball forward. Harry Kane's back and takes it off him. England, look, Harry Kane looks for a long ball through to Foden, and he's through on that inside left channel. He plays it across to Saka, who slips as the ball was coming to him, and it goes over his head. But I think he's given a offside anyway. It was a good ball by Harry Kane. Foden certainly wasn't offside. They've given Foden offside, but I think if it went to VAR, that wouldn't have been offside. That looked close to me. But as the ball was going across to Saka, he slipped and the ball went over his head and out for a throw. Good vision by Harry Kane, that though, to see that run of Foden. Maybe Foden's been encouraged to make those sort of runs, and Harry Kane to find him. Harry Kane does like to drop and pick those passes up. But Slovenia are coming forward now on the right-hand side, being forced back. Being forced even further back. They have to go to their own half. To the number 21, that's Dragsic. He plays it down the line, and that's Stojanovic who's come inside. He plays it down the right-hand channel. It's been lobbed out, but only to the halfway line, and Slovenia pick it up again. England trying to pressing them slowly backwards. Harry Kane and Saka and Walker putting the press on, and eventually they force the error, and England have a throw just on the halfway line on the right-hand side. Come on, England, they say. Gehi receives the ball, plays it across to Trippier. He gives it to Foden, who's hugging this left-hand touchline. Bellingham was making a run. Foden came inside again, as he has done, exchanging passes with Trippier, who eventually goes back to Gehi, and he'll go across to Stones, or go across to Walker. No, he's coming back this way again. Gehi in the middle. Inside to Harry Kane. He goes across to Gallagher. He's got Walker in front of him. Saka's made a run forward but doesn't get it. Ball goes back to Stones. He's looking for a ball forward. Goes across to Trippier. Bellingham. Back to Bellingham. It's a bit slow and pedestrian at the moment. Goes back. Gehi. Gehi goes across to Stones. Walker on the far touchline. He's forced back. Back on the halfway line with Stones. Rice and Stones exchange passes, and then it goes across to Gehi again. Trippier's making a run forward. It goes to Foden on the left. He again has to come inside, give it to Rice. Rice to Stones, who's been pressurised. It comes across to Gehi again. Trippier. Bellingham's made a run down the left, but doesn't find him. Gehi has the ball. Walker was asking for it, but didn't go to him immediately. He has it now. Conor Gallagher on the inside. Foden was switched across to the far side. Strong challenge, but he wins a throw. Stones plays a long ball to the left. It's gone well over Trippier's head and out for a throw. Poor. It's not a great start by England, if I have to say. Karnichnik has the ball. He throws it inside. It's lobbed forward. Rice has a free header. Trippier picks the ball up, knocks it back to Rice again. He goes across to Stones. Stones goes to Walker. He's got Saka in front of him. Saka gets the ball. Gives it inside to Conor Gallagher. He's been forced backwards to Stones. And Stones goes across to Pickford. Pickford immediately gives it to Foden near the Trippier near the halfway line. Bellingham comes inside. Looking for a man. Nothing coming. Goes across to Gehi. Gives it to Stones. He takes his eye off it. It bounces over his foot and out for a throw. Yeah, come on, England, simply joy. It's not very good at the moment. Thanks for watching, Hair23. Nice of you to join me. Slovenia have a throw on the left-hand side, just level with England's box. "15 minutes gone, and they've seen no change at all. They're asleep there as the long ball is thrown in. A runner goes forward, no one goes with him. And there was a free header there. It was just over his head. Pickford came for it. Now, whether he had the whistle or not, but he missed the ball completely. I don't know. It was Sporar who went up for the header, right on the penalty spot. Don't know what they gave, but there was some free kick or something. But anyway, Bellingham has the ball in the centre circle, running forward. Nice ball inside there for Saka, and Saka's onto the touchline. Lobs the ball to the back post, but it's too far for anybody. Foden's trying to put a bit of pressure on, but the ball goes down the line. It was Sporar who was making the run down that line, and Sporar gets it back. He's going to put a cross in. It's blocked by Conor Gallagher, and someone's going to get a booking here. It's Trippier or Foden. It's one of the two. We'll see now. That's Trippier. And to be honest, the number two, Karnicic, he throws himself on the floor, and Trippier never touched him. He never touched him at all. And that's undeserved for Trippier there, because he never touched him. It's just play acting and something that needs to be stamped out of these games. They should be able to appeal these yellow cards for people like him who have just robbed Trippier of a booking. Because it's just blatant cheating in my eyes. Anyway, they've got a free kick on the edge of our box. It's going to be a left-footed in-swinger. They'll be looking for Sporar because he's well over 6 foot, and he'll be the danger man. That'll be an in-swinger by the looks of it. Or is it going to be an out-swinger? That's the in-swinger. It goes to the back post and it goes all the way through. Luckily, no one was making a run at the back post, and the England defenders allowed it to run out. Janza with it, and it was a good ball. Why someone didn't gamble at the back post there? Because if they had done, they've had a free shot on goal. But anyway, England tried to get the ball up front quickly, but it's not very enterprising. It's gone through to the keeper, Oblak. He plays a long ball to the halfway line. It goes on to the centre. Conor Gallagher tries to make a challenge. He's held off, and they're finding space in midfield. Are the Slovenians? There's a bit of a scuff shot from Sporar that Pickford gathers up easily enough. He rolls the ball out to Walker on the right-hand edge of the box. Rice has come deep for it again. Again, it goes across from side to side. It's gone to Gehi. Rice gets it back from Gahey. Gahey going forward. Conor Gallagher. He lays it inside to Walker. It was a bit short, but Walker has got hold of it and giving it back to Conor Gallagher. He's got a bit of space in front of him, and he's got Saka in front of him, who he's giving it to now. It comes inside the Saka. He gives it to Bellingham, who lays it back to Rice. It goes across to Trippier. He's got Foden to his left. Foden on the edge of the box. He tries to go down the line. He has to come back to Trippier. Still on the edge of the box. It gets it going to Rice. And Foden's made a run into the box. It goes across. And Saka scores. Well, I thought he'd scored. Offside. Great play by England. Went across to Rice. Rice played it inside, and yeah, Foden's the man who was offside when he made his run into the box. Saka wasn't, but Foden certainly was. But it's good play by England. It's the first time they put a few passes, quick passes together as well, and making deep runs. But Foden just went a yard too quickly, which is a shame. So the free kick's taken and it's drilled down. Gahey gets up. Bit of a mix-up with him and Rice. They've got in each other's way a bit there. Slovenians are playing it about nicely. They're finding a bit of space in the middle, which is worrying for England. Stones made a challenge, committed a foul. Ref gives it just in the centre circle. That was Walker that committed the foul. Yeah, just nothing in it. Just got his foot tangled in. They try to play it quickly, do the Slovenians, but the ball is too long and it goes out for a dead ball. Yeah, it was never going to catch up with that. It was a low drilled ball into the corner that it was never going to catch up with, and it just ran quickly out for a dead ball. Pickford's going to take it. Is he going to go long? Looks like it. It goes long. Going up towards Gallagher. He doesn't win the header. But Walker picks up the loose ball just inside the England half. Saka has the ball. His man hits him in the behind, but he's managed to turn him, but he was held back. And a yellow card. Quite rankly too. Quite right too. Janza. Cynical foul. Saka turned him and was away, and he had him round the waist. Just pulled him back. So that's going to put a pressure on him now, and Saka should attack him more. So Walker's going to take the free kick. It's about 10 yards or so inside the Slovenian half. It goes all the way across to Trippier. Trippier's got Foden in front of him, but again, he's got no space and he has to go backwards. It goes to Gahey, all the way across to Walker. Saka comes short for it. He plays the ball down the line to Conor Gallagher. It was nowhere near him. Conor Gallagher tries to win the ball back. Walker's protecting it as he tries to get it under control. He had his shirt pulled there, but he's won a throw just on the halfway line. Just a yard offside Foden there, just showing that with the VAR. Such a pity. Gahey, Bellingham, Foden. Foden has to come inside. Back to Bellingham, to Gahey. Back to Bellingham on his left-hand side. Foden now in the middle. He plays a long ball across to Walker, who tries to play it back, misses the ball completely, but Saka's come inside and picked it up. Now Foden's got it in the middle. He's got a chance to give it to Trippier on the left-hand side. He gives it to Bellingham, who's going to cut inside now. He tries to play a ball in to Saka, but it's cut out. Gahey picks the loose ball up again. He's pressurised and has to go all the way back to Pickford. He plays it forward to Stones. comes across to Gehi on the left-hand side. He's got a bit of space in front of him. He gives it to Trippier on the left. He gives it inside to Foden. He plays the ball inside, but it doesn't go to Bellingham, and it's cut out, and Slovenia pick it up. England got to press them hard. Keep pressing them on. They have done, and Rice has won the ball back, but he gave a poor ball forward to Bellingham, and that's robbed. But we've got the ball back again. Goes out to Saka, who's pushed to the ground. No foul given. Stones has a huge swing at the ball as Sesko was bearing down at him and gets a deflection for the throw. Walker to take it. Coming up to 25 minutes, still not great. Anthony Gordon should have been on that left-hand side, adding a bit of pace, run at people. Foden's not able to do it. He's got no space. He's having to come deep for the ball with a man on his back all the time. Trippier's on this side now. He gives it to Foden, but immediately he's closed down. He has to go back. Comes inside to Harry Kane. He's looking for a ball. There isn't anything. Goes to Gehi. Harry Kane gets it back on this left-hand side. Tries to pull the ball inside to Foden, but it's cut out. Throw into England. Gehi. All the way across. Stones. Walker. Gives it down the line. Saka. Saka has to come inside. He checks. Beats his man. Gives it to Conor Gallagher, but the ball's pinched in front of him. Gallagher wins the ball back. I don't know if he's being fouled or it's just given us a throw, but Gallagher went down under the challenge and maybe just got his foot stamped on there. I don't think there was anything too badly in it. The free kick's taken and it's given to Trippier on his left-hand side. He gives it to Foden, who's coming inside but running forward. He's got Harry Kane just in front of him. He plays it to Harry Kane, but it's too fast and too far in front of him. Harry Kane can't get hold of it, and it runs out for a dead ball. It's the right ball, but he hit it with too much pace. Harry Kane just wanted it laying inside. He was never going to catch up with that. And Saka has the ball on the right-hand side. He has to go backwards to Walker, to Stones as they bring it across the field. Trippier on the left. He goes to Foden. Back to Trippier. To Gehi, who's pressurised. And he has to go back to Pickford, who's out of his box. Good 10 yards out of his box. Plays it forward again to Gehi. He goes across to Stones. There's Walker outside of him, but he comes back to the left to Gehi. Gehi's been told to run forward, but he won't by Bellingham. Rice has it in the middle now. He's got Walker to his right. Goes out to Conor Gallagher on the right-hand side. Saka picks it up. He plays it inside to Harry Kane, who's inside the box. He tries to do a back heel to give it to Conor Gallagher, who's running, but Bellingham wins it back on the edge of the box. Rice wins it back on the edge of the box. Bellingham wins it back on the edge of the box again. It goes to Foden. There's tackles flying all over the place. Trippier has it. Foden again. He's got a chance to run. Trippier. Back to Foden. Trippier again. He tries to play it inside to Saka. The ball's deflected away for a throw. Trippier going to take it. It's just level with the Slovenian box. To Foden. He plays it inside to Bellingham, but he had to stretch for it and he couldn't, and it's nicked away from him. And they're breaking in the midfield now. They've got two men up front. Try to get Sesko in, but it's too far, and Pickford comes out and picks the ball up. Immediately play out to Trippier. Trippier gets it to forward to Foden. He's got a bit of space this time. He's got space to run at his men. Comes inside to Bellingham. Goes to Trippier again. Bellingham again. He plays it across to Walker. Walker's got Saka on his outside. Gives it instead to Rice. Rice has got a chance to run in front of him now. Harry Kane tries the shot on the edge of the box. It's blocked. Trippier picks it up now. Gives it inside to Foden. Foden puts a long cross in. It's over everybody's head, and the defender puts it behind for a corner. Janza didn't know that Saka wasn't behind him. He had a bit more time, but he didn't get told, and he did the safe thing. There was only really Harry Kane that was making a run. Fully committed, Rice there into those tackles. So it's going to be a corner from the right-hand side. And Trippier is going to take it, a right-footed away swinger. Here it comes now. It's a high one. Harry Kane has a head. He gets up there. It's knocked away by the defender. Rice comes to take the ball. Wins the ball back. Harry Kane with a long shot straight at the keeper, who takes it and goes down to the floor. Nice to see him getting a few shots on goal, though. Ball's immediately given out to the right. Bellingham's pressurising. Pressurised so much that it goes through back to the keeper. 30 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Comes out to the right-hand side to Karnichnik. He has to go backwards as he's pressurised by Foden. Well, that's a poor ball, and it's going to be cut out, was it? Nearly by Foden, but the error's been found, and then England give it away. Conor Gallagher's given it away. And there's a long shot that's deflected. Long shot by Sporer. But it was someone who got a foot in. The ball just deflected easily to Pickford, and he's rolled the ball out to Rice. Rice gets it out to Walker. That's Saka in front of him. Saka's got the ball now. He plays it inside to Harry Kane, who plays it back to Walker. Walker's got Gallagher in front of him. Exchanges passes with him. And goes all the way across to Trippier on the left-hand side. He plays it to Foden. But he's got no one making the run for him, Foden. Bellingham's made a run now, but England are going across the other side. Stones comes back to the left to Gehi, to Trippier. Bellingham. Inside to Kane. Passes to Gehi. Back to Kane. Stones, Walker, Saka, back to Walker, back to Stones, across to Gehi. Gehi turns to the right, gives it inside to Rice. Foden, Trippier on the left. Foden inside. Changes passes with Bellingham. Trippier now. Gives it inside to Rice with a bit of space in front of him. He turns inside. He's crowded out a bit there. Trippier has the ball, though. He gives it inside to Foden, who's got a bit of space on the byline. Now he chips the ball across. It comes to Walker, who plays it across to Saka. He's got to turn and come backwards. He plays the ball inside to Conor Gallagher and then gets the ball back off Gallagher. And then he's fouled as he tries to come inside. Biol brings him down. Never got anywhere near the ball, just stuck his knee in his thigh and brought him down. Saka will have felt that. But England have a free kick in a dangerous position. Can they make something of it? Trippier and Foden over the ball. Just waiting for him to take it. It's all a bit pedestrian at the moment. We're looking to chip onto the back post. It's a shot. Foden goes to the left-hand post where the keeper's got it covered, and he parries the ball and brings it down. But it's a good effort by Foden. He got it on target, and it was Kellen away from the keeper, who just managed to get his hands there to parry it. Not a shot that should beat the keeper, but at least it was another shot. A long ball played forwards, picked up inside the England half on this right-hand side. Gehi closes them down, Sporar, and they have a throw, which they play back to the number 22, Serin. He plays it across. Bellingham comes to close down, so they have to go further back and across to the left. On the left wing now. England slowly pushing out. There's no... Harry Kane's pressing the ball now, but he can't press on his own. It doesn't work like that. Rice picks the ball up to Conor Gallagher. He turns inside, but he's muscled off the ball. Coming through the middle now. Exchanges passes. We've got space on this outside. There's two men spare there. Stojanovic has the ball. He's put it down the line. He's got to the byline, puts the ball across. It was hard. It was deflected by, I think, one of his own players. Oh, that's terrible by Trippier. He tried to play the ball to Foden and put us right under pressure again. We're in our box. They're coming across to this right-hand side. Turns back. Stojanovic has it. He's going a bit further back. Harry Kane almost pressurising the ball there. Eventually, it goes back to the halfway line as England push slowly up. Bellingham's trying to put the pressure on, but he can't do it on his own. He's the only man there. No one else is putting any pressure on. When we said we needed them to press the ball high, they're not doing it. They're having plenty of the ball. There's Karnicic. He plays it inside. There's space in the middle there that England haven't got. Bellingham throws his head up in dismay as he tries to make interceptions, and they're just being passed around him. And there's none of his mates helping him out. There's a runner on the inside right position there. Stojanovic goes down the right-hand side. Gehi goes to cover. Seeing a bit of possession here, Slovenia. England found it difficult to get the ball back off them. Into the middle again. There's a ball to the right-hand edge of the box. It's chipped forward. And the ball is lobbed into the box. It's bouncing around. Can England win it? Looks like Saka has won the ball. He plays it back to Walker, who lays it forward to Harry Kane. He's immediately nobbled from behind. And that should be a book in that. That was a crude challenge. A lot of holding going on in that box. Oh yeah, Harry Kane is well and truly cleaned out from behind. And how Biol has got away without a booking for that, I do not know. If Trippier got one for such a poor challenge where he didn't touch anyone, and then someone cleans somebody out and don't get booked, it's beyond me. I don't know how it happens. Gehi has it. He plays a ball forward down this left-hand side to Bellingham making a run, but he's not going to get there. And the ball runs out for a dead ball. Karnicic made the original run. I think they're saying handball, but it didn't hit any hand. It hit the chest. Gehi it was. Anyway, dead ball is taken long. It bounces over the heads, goes through to Trippier, who nods it back to Pickford. Majorly gets the throw out to the left, to the right hand side to Walker, to Gallagher. He's coming inside and has to go backwards to Stones. He comes across to Trippier on his left hand side. He's got Foden on the inside of him. He's got a chance to run. He comes inside. Gallagher was spare, but he decided to go back and give it to Stones. This time Bellingham has it on the left hand side. He's going to run the line. Now he has to come back inside. Trippier has the ball now. He puts a cross in. Oh, and it just misses Harry Kane at the back post as he slid in there. He was free all alone. That was a great cross by Trippier with his right foot. And Harry Kane must have been inches away from tucking that in at the back post. He must have been, just a fraction away from scoring. Millimetres away. Just what we could have done before half time. Slovenia have the ball just on the halfway line. They're working it down this right hand side again. That's a quick pass back to Pickford by Walker, and he has to drill it out straight away. It's a throw in though to England. Throw given to Rice, back to Walker, and to Rice. He's got a bit of space to work with. Comes across to Gahey, who's got Bellingham just in front of him. Bellingham's got plenty of space now. He gives it to Foden, then goes down the line for the return. Foden has to go backwards to Gahey, who goes across to Stones. Inside to Rice. Rice can go forward now. He's got space in front of him. He's got Saka on his outside. He gives it to him. He's got a chance to run at his man who's on a booking. But he comes inside to Walker, who goes inside to Rice. Rice is forced back down the line and has to go to Stones. He comes inside looking for runners. Harry Kane is the man, but he gives it back to Stones. Harry Kane gets the ball again and turns this time. A bit of space. Is he going to line up a shot? He is. It's deflected and it goes for a corner. There's a long way out, Harry Kane, but it was worth a try and he's got a corner out of it. Kieran Tripper is going to go across and take this one with his right foot, a right-footed outswinger. Can England make something of this? Cross comes across to the back post. It's Rice, but the defender was with him. I think they're saying that Rice pushed him in the back as he went to challenge for the ball, and the free kick is given. Yeah, looked like Rice just had her hands in the top of his shoulders and just give him a little nudge. Free kick. 2 minutes to go. I don't think this is the performance that we were looking for. Play the ball back to Pickford. See behind Pickford's goal, it's the Slovenian fans that are bouncing up and down. They'll be happy with this. They've been equally as good as England if the truth is known. Conor Gallagher has the ball. Just on the right-hand side of midfield. Saka's come inside. He's not got the ball there. It goes back to Stones. Back to Conor Gallagher on the right-hand side. He plays it to Walker and then goes for the return pass, doesn't get it, and it goes back to Stones. Then across to Gahey. Back to Stones on the right. Gahey again. Bit of space in front of him, gives it inside to Rice. He goes across to Gallagher, plays it back to Stones, and it's just backwards and forwards across the defence. Foden has it now, comes inside, but he'll end up going backwards as they usually do, and he has. Rice tries a ball right out to the far side to where Walker is. He nods it inside to Saka, who picks it up with his back to goal, but he's turned, he's running in towards goal. He plays a ball into Bellingham. He gives him it back, or tries to, but it's cut out. Trippier wins the ball, nods it back to Gehi. He gives it inside to Foden. Foden goes across the Stones, and Walker's still on the outside there. He tries to exchange passes with Gallagher. But that's half time. No extra time there. That's half time. And it's 0-0. Not what we were hoping for, I guess. There's not a lot to get enthused about. The Slovenians had a lot of the ball, especially down the right-hand side, and they're happy. You know, they're hand slapping as they're going off, so they're happy with the performance. They're well into this at the moment. And the longer it goes on, they'll be thinking to themselves, yeah, we've got a chance here. Hey, Father Dan's, yeah, I've got to agree. It's not been good, has it? I expected a reaction after that last game, you know. But all Southgate has done is changed one man. I thought there'd have been a couple. And really, nothing's changed. They're slow, they're ponderous, the ball is backwards and forwards across the defence as they're looking for ball. It's just side to side, like it's been in the last 3 games. It's awful again. And Southgate and the team don't look like they've learnt from the mistakes of the last 2 games. You know what? I agree. And if we go out in the next round, heads will roll, won't they, I think? Don't you? That's what Father Dan's is saying, guys. Does anybody disagree with him? I don't think so. West Ham last game, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I expected a big reaction, you know, and I was saying right at the beginning, when you want to hear Dan's, I was saying, you know, 3 or 4-0 I want from this, just to restore a bit of confidence. And it's not there, is it? Now I think we're looking at a 1-0, but to which side, I don't know. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I was watching your stream last night, but I didn't understand I didn't understand the game, so I didn't know what was going on. We just want a win, but if we win this, we top the group and we get a 3rd place team in the last 16. But if we finish 2nd, then we're liable to get a top place team, and then we will go out in the next round. Have you watched the full half so far? I bet the pundits will be ripping them to bits now. You've only got 10 left. You had a full fridge. They all, man, it is hot weather, isn't it? I can understand it. It's still hot now, isn't it? Hot and sweaty now. It's all right for you. I've only got this left. After that, I'm empty. I'll have to come round and carry on my live stream from your place. Well, according to the table, we're still top. So the other game is a draw, a 0-0 at the moment as well. Yeah, I bet you have. I can imagine your setup. I don't know where all the watchers are, but they're not watching this so far. Must be somebody who's getting thousands of views, but it's certainly not me. Don't forget to text us that code. You know what we were talking about last night. Yeah, okay. I'll have a look at that later, mate. They're just saying on the TV here how England's passing is slow. The tempo is slow, and it is. It's so slow. I guess slow tempo makes for easy defending, and that's why we've had a couple of chances, but I mean we should be putting these to the sword, shouldn't we? Harry Kane had a chance at the back post. Ball was swung in by Trippier, and he was sliding at the back post unchallenged, and he just missed the ball by a fraction. It was a great ball. Unfortunate not to score. They did have the ball in the back of the net. Saka scored a good 1-2 between Rice and Foden, but Foden had just strayed offside when he made his run. He squared it to Saka, and Saka scored, but he was about half a yard offside, which is a pity. I think it probably would have been. If we could have just stuck one in early on, I think we might have taken a bit of the fight out of the Slovenians, and then England would have felt a bit more confident, up the pace a bit, uh, and we could have been 2 or 3 nil up by now. But at the moment, they're right in it. You spilling beer? I can't believe that. He's streaming tonight. I don't think he'll make any changes at half time, but I would. I'd bring the kid on from Newcastle. I think we need his pace up front. Unfortunately, that probably means taking Foden off, but he hasn't done it again. Bellingham hasn't been in it. He hasn't done a great deal. But that's because England's passing has been so slow. You can see, I've been watching Bellingham. He's chased around the pitch and tried to make a lot of tackles, but you can see the frustration in him because all his mates around him are not backing him up. You know, if you're going to put pressure on the opposition to win the ball back on the pitch, you've all got to do it. You've all got to press together. One man doing it on his own can't do it. And that's why he's looked frustrated at times. It's such a shame. We don't want him running himself into the ground because he's the creative player in the team. Hello, Mrs. O'Brien. Thanks for joining us. Have you watched the first half so far? You put Foden up front. I suppose it's an option, isn't it? Oh, you're Dan's daughter. Oh, welcome, welcome. I didn't know your daughter was a football fan, is she? There you go. I've put your comment on the screen for you. You get the shandy. Are you the one that likes the shandies? Oh, I see. You had a shandy tonight. Have you got a prediction for the score then for this second half? A Beck's one. Nice. It's getting a bit dark in here now. I'm just going to put the light on. That's it. You can see my ugly mug better now. England 2-0. And then your daughter gets another shandy. Quite right too. I'd like to see England put 3 in this second half, just to get a bit of confidence in the team, because at the moment they look short of ideas, and that comes down to the manager, if anything. Ollie Watkins warming up. Can't imagine him coming on. Not yet. Gordon's warming up though. That's good. Adam Wharton's warming up. It's all the subs basically, isn't it? I mean, it could be any of them come on, if any of them do. But it looks like the teams are coming out for this second half. I'm going for 3-0. Who's going to score your goal? Looks like there's going to be a substitution coming on. Gallagher's going off and Mainoo's coming on. I suppose that's fair enough. He wasn't involved a great deal, wasn't Gallagher, though. I think they were hoping that he was going to win a lot of the ball in midfield for England, but it just didn't happen like that. Don't forget to hit that like to help the channel. It really does help the channel grow. And subscribe if you can. Be much appreciated. Anyway, it's Slovenia to kick off. It's this second half. Don't think the Slovenians have made any substitutions, and quite rightly not as well, because they were well in this, still are well in this game at 0-0. Mainoo may just add a bit of class in the midfield there. Let's hope so, anyway. She fancies Jude Bellingham. Well, I can understand that. He's got plenty of money. He's only young, isn't he? He's only 19, 20, isn't he? Right, we're underway again. Ball goes all the way to the England keeper. He throws it out to Walker on this right-hand side. He plays the ball inside to Mainoo, gets the first touch of the ball. Back to Walker. Across to Gehi on the left-hand side. He gives it to Borden inside. Back to Mainoo. Across to the right-hand side to Stones. He's got Walker on his outside, but he decides to go inside to Mainoo, who gives it to Gehi. Goes up to Trippier and then Foden, but he has to come inside again. He's always pressured to come inside every time he gets the ball, Foden. He has the ball now and he goes down the outside to Trippier on the left. Bellingham comes inside, but it goes inside to Foden and then to Rice, outside to Trippier. Bellingham goes back to Trippier. Tries to play a ball inside, but gets a deflection for the throw-in. Mainoo makes a run for the ball, gets it, gives it back to Trippier. He gives it back to Mainoo, who has to go back to Gehi on the halfway line. He goes back to Trippier, then to Foden. He just drifts inside. Gives it to Mainoo. Time to look and pick a pass. Gives it to Bellingham. Mainoo went down the line for the return, didn't get it, but gets the ball inside from Bellingham. Plays a ball back down the line to Trippier, who has to run back to get it, but he does do. Bellingham on the left-hand side again. Has to come inside. There's no ball on the wing, but he keeps coming inside. He's coming across and goes back the other way to Trippier. Foden. Back to Trippier. Tries to give it to Mainoo as he made a run, but it was cut out. And comes across to this left-hand side here. But the Slovenians give it away to Saka. He gives it to Walker. Back inside to Saka. He's coming inside now. Gives it to Harry Kane. He's got a man on his back and the ball is pinched from him, but he managed to win it back. But it goes all the way back to Pickford. England will have to rebuild again. You're ahead of me. What do you mean ahead of me? Walker to Saka. Saka comes inside. Goes across. Trippier to Foden. Foden has to come inside. To Menu. To Walker. Walker goes down the line to Saka, who's pushed in the back. But he gets it to Menu, who's got a chance to put it inside, and he does to Bellingham. Bellingham still has the ball. I thought he had a chance to be able to stop it on the dead ball line and maybe turn and cross it. He wasn't under pressure, but he let it run out for a corner. Oh, I see. It's about 10 seconds in front of me. Is it? Oh, right. Don't spoil things if the score. Trippier takes a short kick to Foden. To Menu. It goes across. To Walker. Rice puts the ball into the box. A free header. I don't know why Harry Kane didn't head it at goal, but he didn't. He had it back across, and there was no one there. Menu has the ball again. He picks it up, but it's been taken off him. But Foden picks the ball on the inside. It goes across to Bellingham. He feeds it to Trippier. Rice wants it and gets it. He gets the ball to Menu, who plays the ball inside to Bellingham. He tries to get Harry Kane, and it just didn't get through to him. And it's cleared by the Slovenians. Gehi has picked the ball up, and he's going forward. He's feeding Saka again on this side. He's got a chance to run at his man. He gives it inside to Harry Kane, who gets to the byline, cuts it across. It's well defended by the Beal, I think it is, and it goes out for a corner to England. It's a good start to England second half. There's a bit more purpose about the passing, and there's a bit more pace about their attacking. Definitely a better start for us, Father Dan's. Trippier's going to take a right-footed away swinger from this side. It's a cross. It's a deep one. Goes to the back post. It's headed back in by Harry Kane. Ball's up in the air. And then Foden tries a speculative volley from 25 yards out. Doesn't connect very well, and it just rolls behind for the dead ball. Bit scuffed with his left foot. Nice one, Dan. He must have listened to you then. It's a throw into Slovenia on the far side, just inside the England half. Missed the ball though, and it comes through to Rice, who plays it 1-2 with Menu. Rice gets it across to Walker, who's got a bit of space in front of him. He's got Saka in front of him. Gives it short to Saka. Inside to Menu, who has to come backwards. He's forced backwards to Stones. And goes all the way across to Trippier. He gives it to Bellingham, who comes back. Plays one across to Gehi. And then to Stones on the right-hand side. He comes inside to Foden, who's come short for it. And then to Gehi. It suddenly got very slow again. The ball comes out to this right-hand side to Walker. He brings it under control. He's looking for a ball down the outside. He gets one to Menu, who comes back inside to Walker, then puts it inside to Foden. Foden turns and puts the ball through. It's unfortunate. It was just cut out. Saka was on the move. Just didn't quite get there. England picked the ball up again in the midfield, but Gehi moves it across to Trippier, moves it across to Bellingham. He's got a bit of space in front of him now. Harry Kane comes short for the ball. and gets it. Foden makes a run forward. The ball's chipped forward to the back post where Walker is. He lobs it across, but it's a poor cross with the side of his foot, and it drifts out at the back post for a dead ball. Come on, lads. It's a better start, though. We're on the front foot, and we've created a couple of chances. Ball's taken long. Mainu picks the loose ball up in the midfield. Rice has it. He's got Walker to his right. Walker's got a bit of space in front of him. He's got Harry Kane. Harry Kane plays the ball into the middle. Bellingham has made the run. He just couldn't keep it under control, though. If he could have done, he'd have had a shot on goal from the penalty spot. Unfortunate, but again, it's good thinking and good vision by Harry Kane, who dropped deep for that and saw Bellingham making the run. And he just couldn't get it under control, couldn't Bellingham? Looked like Biol was just bolting out for a dead ball. But it just deflected off Bellingham and went for a dead ball. And the ball's played up now. Just coming into the England half, but England are pressing with a bit more pace this time. And Rice wins the ball back. Harry Kane's putting the pressure on, and they have to go back to the goalkeeper. He comes across to Biol. He's coming inside. He's got Mainu in front of him, and Saka, he has to go back. Bellingham's going across. They play a ball deep into the England half, and it's cut out. Mainu seeing plenty of the ball, which is good. Don't want anybody hiding in this second half. Ah, thanks, Father Dan's. Try my best. Walker has the ball. Stones. Back to Gehi. Man wide is Trippier. Bellingham. Bellingham back to Gehi. Walker. Saka. Saka looked like he was going to take his man and has to come on the inside. Then goes all the way across to Trippier. Trippier's got Bellingham in front of him. He gives it to him. Foden makes a run down the line, but Bellingham chips it inside. It's headed out at the edge of the box. Rice picks it up, manages to get it under control, gets the ball out to Bellingham. Bellingham going down the left-hand line, turns back inside and gives it back to Rice. Mainu's cleaned out as the ball came to him, and the referee has given the free kick, quite rightly too. Went right through the back of him as he brought the ball under control. Give him a bit of forearm to the chin as well. And he looks so innocent. Just forearmed Mainu in the chin. I didn't do nothing, ref. Sure. Unbelievable. Looks like Foden and Trippier over the ball again. Foden to the back post. Puts the cross in now. It's going to be attacked, and I think it was just the defender flicked it away, but it's been kept in and crossed in again. There's Rice at the back post, but he can't keep it in, and it's going to be a corner. I thought it was going. It was Harry Kane with a free header there, but Biol just got a touch on it and just took it away from him. It was a good cross. Foden's going to take this corner, left-footed away swinger. It's a good half so far, Dans. I'm a bit more encouraged by this, aren't you? Cross comes in. It's a good one. There's a free header there, and it's cleared off the line. Bellingham puts it across. He got a chance to put it across again. And there's a free. Looks like there's a overhead kick by Saka, and I think he's maybe caught someone in the chops. I don't think it was dangerous because he was very low when he was trying to make that one. It's just someone bobbed into him, then that's the way it is. Ducked his head low. He had to go for it, Saka. He had to make a play for it. Yeah, maybe just caught him. Yeah, possibly. Completely accidental. It looks all right. I don't think he touched him. I don't think he touched him, Dan, did you? Someone got up, didn't he? Someone had been kicked in the head. Yeah, I'm sure you would. But the trouble is, if you'd have kicked him, they'd have been carrying him off in bits now. Anyway, free kick on the edge of the 6-yard box. So Oblak's going to drive long. He goes up and wins the ball. It's bouncing around in the middle there, but Mainu comes onto it, and so does Harry Kane. He's got Saka on his outside, but he's not giving him much width. He gives it to Saka, but Saka's had to wait for more support from Walker, and Mainu has it. Walker, he's flicked inside, but it's been given back to Harry Kane, though. He's managed to have it taken off his toe. It's come across to Foden on the left-hand side, and out to Trippier from Bellingham. Foden gets it inside to Rice. Rice goes forward, gives it to Trippier. Rice has gone for the return, comes inside. It's his right foot that he wants it on, not his left. Bellingham makes a run forward. Mainu gets it. Rice to Bellingham. Foden to Rice. He's putting a cross to Walker, who has to come inside for it. Mainu has it, but Walker takes it. Mainu again comes inside to Foden. Foden's got a chance to run, but someone just got a toe in as he was about to pull the trigger. But Mainu picks the ball back up again. He's putting a cross in this time. Goes all the way to the back post. Bellingham's there. He's got a chance to bring it under control, and look, he plays it to Rice on the edge of the box. Rice just lets it run away from him, but he swaps passes with Foden. But it's all a bit tight in there, and they just don't get an opening to be able to pull the trigger. But the crowd are beginning to get behind the English team now. Trippier inside to Foden, to Mainu. He goes all the way across to Walker. Goes for the ball down the line. Can he get the ball before it goes out? He maybe could. They're holding their hands up, but I think he's... No, it's just gone out. The linesman's given a dead ball. I thought he just made it. Yeah, just gone out by half a yard. Good thinking, though, by Walker, using his pace to go around his man because he had no one overlapping. Is that 15 minutes gone already? Can't believe that 15 minutes has gone as quick as that. That's because England have upped the pace and we've been right into this game now, whereas the first half we weren't. Slovenians put one down their right-hand side and the ball's won. Gehi has the ball. He turns inside and does well to find space to give it back to Pickford. Comes inside to Stones. Stones drifts into the midfield. Trippier comes inside to Bellingham. Bellingham to Trippier again. He goes all across to Gehi. Stones. Saka tight to the line. Gives it inside to May. He gets the ball back from him and he's got a bit of space to run at his defender. He's given a free kick for some reason. I don't see anything in that. Defender holding his jaws if he'd been hit by a heavyweight champion. Well, there was nothing there. What was that for? Your daughter just asked you, same age as me. It's a throw in on the right hand side to Slovakia, just halfway inside the England half. Brings it on the inside. He's got a left foot shot that's well wide. Don't think that was his strongest foot. I don't want to tell you. I've never wanted to tell you, but yeah, you do. Gahey's bringing the ball out to Stones. Got Walker on his outside. Gahey. It's all a bit pedestrian again. It's slowed down, hasn't it? England had a bit of luck with fast, decisive running and passing, but it seems to have slowed down a bit. Mainu has the ball now. He's giving it back to Stones. Goes across to Gahey. Trippier wants it. He's not going to get it as he turns back to the right hand side and puts the ball out to Walker. He gets it inside to Mainu. Walker gets the ball in return and goes to Gahey on the halfway line. He drifts forward. Ball inside to Bellingham, who turns to Walker. Walker out to Saka again. Can he run at his man? He's got Mainu on his inside. Saka comes on his inside, gives it to Walker. Mainu on the outside now. Trying to turn his man. Walker gets the ball back. Rice makes a little run inside. He gets the ball. He tries to give it to Saka. Thought he was making a run just in that inside right channel, and he didn't, and the ball was just run out for a dead ball. It's all your pies and all your cheese. You know that cheese that you've been winning for being such a good boy? Nearly halfway through this second half, still 0-0, but England have been right on top. I just need to get one in the back of the net now. Gahey has the ball. He plays one down the line, but Foden can't reach that. Harry Kane tries to put a pressure on. Foden intercepts a ball down the line and concedes the throw. Just near the halfway line. Well, it was near the halfway line, but by the time they'd pinched 15 yards, it was over the halfway line. Anyway, the ball goes back and across to this left-hand side. Jans has got it. He has to come inside as the England pressure comes, plays the ball out deep into the inside right channel. It's nodded across. England pick up the loose ball with Stones. Yeah, if Slovenia press a bit more, looking for that win, then it might open the game up a bit. Because, yes, Slovenia can't, a 0-0 draw is no good to them. Walker has it on the right, inside to Saka, tight to the line again, but he's under immediate pressure as soon as he gets the ball. Stones goes across to Gahey, inside to Foden. Foden leaves it out wide to Trippier, but he's got no one. There should have been someone running past him. Bellingham should have been making the run. He didn't. Foden has to come all the way back to the right to Stones, who goes to Walker. He's going to swap passes with Saka. Saka gets it inside to Harry Kane on the edge of the box, but he's muscled off the ball. Foden gets the ball back to him, though. Walker again on the right-hand side. Mainu has it. Foden turns it inside to Saka, who lays it out to the left to Gahey. Foden again is making his way through the right. Thought he was shoved down, but he wasn't. He was muscled off the ball. And now they're away. It looks like Gearhey has pulled him down, and he'll get a card for that. Just let the ball bounce in front of him, and the attacker there managed to get in between a ball that bounced off his knee, and he was away. And Gearhey just grabbed his sleeve and pulled him down. Sporar. I think in the round of 16, all these yellow cards that have accumulated are all wiped off, and everybody starts with a clean slate again after this game. So it's about 30 yards out, pretty central in the England half. It's not ideal for getting any sort of angle on if you're trying to put a cross. Just slightly to the left, but still pretty straight. Seren and Janza are over the ball. Who's going to take it? Is it going to be a right foot or a left foot? Ball's put across, but that's far too far. There was nobody ever going to reach that. And we've got a man down. It's Bellingham in the penalty area. I don't know. There's been a clash of heads or whatever. John Stone's there helping him to his feet. I think he was just got an elbow in the ear. Tell your daughter he's okay, though. He's got up. Tell her she's okay. So Cole Palmer's coming on. Saka's going off. I still like to have seen Anthony Gordon on. He's got 20 minutes to make a difference. The thing that gets me is that you can see as long as this goes, the more likely it is that they're going to pinch one and we're going to lose 1-0. The ball's on halfway line. Bellingham has the ball. He's playing a ball across to the right, but that's cut out in the middle there. Walker does get a deflection on it, and eventually Menu wins the ball. Stones, Rice. So it's going to go up to Walker, but he hasn't. He's gone the opposite way to Bellingham. Was played out to Trippier, who's going down the left. He's turned back inside, and it goes to Gearhey. Gearhey moving forward. There's nothing to give it to. It stops when he gets so far, and they're all doing it as stop and the turn back. There's nothing up front. There's no runs. You know, where's the width? Give it to Trippier now. He's got the width. Look, give it to him. He turned back inside. Trippier wanted the ball. That's where the width is. Rice turns back inside. Foden now. Let's call Palmer his first touch to Menu. Walker gets it. Menu. Walker plays one inside to Harry Kane. Harry Kane was away and has been dragged back. And that's a yellow card. Beal. Harry Kane was away. So it's a free kick to England about 5 yards outside the box, right on the right-hand corner. Again, Trippier's over it, probably with Foden as well. It's like all the big guys are up from the back. Is it Foden or Trippier? It's Trippier, puts the ball across to the back post to Gahey. It was too far for him, but he's managed to find Cole Palmer, who's had the ball taken off him, and it goes for a throw. Goes all the way back. Foden picks it up, but he's going to have to go back. They're being pressurised by England, and a couple of seconds ago we had a corner. Now Pickford's got it. Foden is deep and picks the ball up. Bellingham has swapped sides. He's on the right-hand side now, as Cole Palmer's gone to the left-hand side. Cole Palmer has the ball. As soon as he does it, he stops it and plays it back. No movement in front of him. Walker tries to go forward, lays it inside to Foden, who turns. Goes across to Trippier. To Palmer. Is he going to take his man on? He's been doubled up now. He's gone down the line, though. Wins a throw. Throws it back to Rice. Rice beats his man easily and goes forward. Lays it inside to Foden. Gets a return ball. It hits with his right foot. It's across the face of the goal and away for a dead ball. See how far that was away. A few yards wide. But, quick exchanges of the ball. Pace. That's what it's all about, to open them up. Not slow, sluggish passing. He did grab his family jewels there, didn't he? Yeah. I was going to say that, but I thought I'd better not. There's no wonder Harry Kane looked like that. I would as well if someone was dragging me down by that. Dragged him down by the short and curly. He's probably ripped a handful out. "15 minutes to go. Come on, England." Like we said, Father Dan's, a 0-0 draw is no good for Slovenia, so they've got to come out. They've got to open themselves out and come out and try to win this. They have the ball in the middle, centre circle, running forward, goes to the right-hand side. Pushing forward, there's a man running to the far side, to the left-hand wing, but it comes inside as England have got them covered. They have to turn back. A lot like what England have been doing. The back four have seen a lot of the ball, but it's been going side to side between them. There's nothing been going forward. They do play a ball forward, but the header is won, and England are forcing them back all the way to the keeper. Harry Kane is there to put a bit of pressure on the keeper, who just has to drive it forward. Rice was tussling for the ball and was dragged down, but it's been brought down. Bellingham has it, gives it to Palmer, plays the ball inside. So Meno gets it across, and there's nobody there for it. There'd been somebody on that penalty spot that have had acres of time to pick that ball up. Foden has obviously said something to the referee, and he's been given a yellow card. Obviously didn't agree with that foul that Rice gave away. Yeah, not a great deal in it, but we see the referees give a lot of them, don't we? A bit of contact and they all fall over, and there's free kicks given. It's been taken, but it's been taken deep, and they've been forced back. England are putting the pressure on again. Ball's dinked forward. It goes over the top of the attackers and runs through to Pickford, who's 10 yards out of his goal. Stones brings the ball forward. He's got Walker to his right. He has to turn back as he's pressured. Walker's got the ball. He's pressured as well. Cole Palmer has it, but he comes inside. He's created a bit of space for himself. He flicks the ball through. Harry Kane there. He sets the ball across. There's a man at the back post, which was Foden, and the defender, Karnik. He turns it away for a dead corner. Good defending there. Didn't leave his man. Sticking to the guns of these defenders from Slovenia. They've done well so far to keep England at bay. Foden's taking the corner this time, a left-footed away swinger. So deep one. Harry Kane's there. He gets his head to it, but it doesn't direct it on target. I think there's been a free kick given for a bit of pushing. A bit of pushing that usually only these refs can see, and nobody else does. Yeah, Harry Kane went up for the header, and the defender just falls over as if he's been shot. And there's a free kick given, and there was nothing in it. Yeah, 12 minutes to go for that morale-boosting win. I don't think my 4-0's looking much good at the moment. Foden gets his toe in and gives away a throw-in. Ball's played back to Pickford. He leaves it straight out to Walker. He's under pressure, but he stops and turns inside and creates himself a bit of space. Mainu comes short, but he goes across to Stones. You think England would put a bit more urgency into it now, but they're not really. Walker, back to Mainu. Rice. So Walker. Cole Palmer on the right-hand side turns his man, but his man's sticking with him still, but he created a bit of space. He gets it inside to Mainu. Bellingham loses it, but he managed to get it inside again. It's Mainu again. He's been hassled out of it, though. There's two men around him. Jans has been shot by that sniper in the crowd again. Yeah, that sniper's shot him in the ankle, look. Oh, he's all right now. And give it a drop ball, which the Slovenians have to give back to England, but you can guarantee that they'll smash it down the ground. They aren't going to just roll it to them. Palmer goes across to Stones. Walker's inside, gets the ball. Palmer again on this right wing. He comes inside with his left foot, then turns his man and goes inside. Bellingham has the ball on the edge of the box. He lets it run away from him, and he loses control, and the Slovenians pick it up. Now they're on the break now. Just Elsnik couldn't manage to stop the ball as it drifted over his head and it went out for a throw. Palmer has the ball again now to Walker. Palmer wants it back. He's looking for a bit of work. It goes inside to Stones as England push forward. Rice to Walker. Out to Palmer. He puts a cross in to the left. It doesn't beat the first man, though. It's cut out. But England pick up the loose ball again. Palmer has it again on the inside this time. Gets a ball to Bellingham. No space, but he can manage to put it out to Trippier. But he's looking to come back inside. And he does. To Rice. To Stones. Stones turns. To Gehi. It's all too slow. You know, with 7.5 minutes to go, it's just too slow. Pick the pace up, boys. Come on. Pick the pace up. You're not going to win it playing slow football. The ball's hoisted forward. Harry Kane has it with his back to goal. He brings it under control, but he's forced out. He plays a ball across the Foden, who hits the ball. It's deflected off the back of the defender. Harry Kane picks the ball up again. Back to Foden again. He's a bit further out this time. Goes across to Walker and then to Palmer. Can he attack his man? He's going to go for the line. He brings it inside and puts a cross in that is cut out easily. He can go for the loose ball in the air though, but it doesn't make it. And eventually it's lumped forward. There's no attackers anywhere near it. Gahey brings the ball under, eventually gets it to Pickford. He's under a bit of pressure. He has to clear it with his right foot, but he'd managed to do it. Palmer flicks it on. Mainoo's challenging for the ball. Well, the ball hit him in the face. What was the problem there? Given a free kick, and the ball hits someone in the face now. Looks like Trippier's been taken off and Alexander-Arnold is on. Or can Trent win it for us? With 6 minutes to go, I can't imagine there's going to be much extra time. Gahey tussling with his man. Illegally wins the free kick. Plays it immediately to Pickford. He gets it across to Trent. He's looking forward. He plays a ball down to Bellingham, but it doesn't get to him. It's easily cut out. Rice pressurising. Foden pressurising. Slovenia have a throw on the far side, just on the halfway line. Foden just looking a bit dejected. Slovenia make a couple of substitutions. And with 5 minutes to go, Slovenia have shown no ambition whatsoever to get forward and win this game, which I can't understand. It's Malaka who's going off. And Sporar, who was thought to be their main man, are taking them off. So that tells you exactly what they're up to. They'll settle for the draw. Stankovic comes on. And Selar comes on. England have a throw. Final 5 minutes. Can England pinch it at the end? Comes across to the right to Stones. Oh no, I've lost it in the middle. Mainoo slipped as the ball was coming to him and is being picked up. England are forcing them back. Cole Palmer putting the pressure on. Mainoo putting the pressure on. But they're managing to get forward. But Rice wins the ball off. Well, Trent has got it on the edge of the box. He plays the ball to the right. Cole Palmer lays it back to Trent. What's Trent going to do with it? Plays the ball to the inside to Foden. He puts it across to Gahey. Bellingham picks it up. There's nothing for him. It goes all the way back. It's a bit uninspiring, I'm afraid. Gahey. Centre circle with Foden. Bellingham. It's drilled across to the right by Trent. Cole Palmer picks it up and he's body checked and gets the free kick. Maybe England's last chance from a set piece. He'd managed to flick the ball over Janker, but he just body checked him. Surely this is going to be a delivery by Trent. You can't believe that Foden's going to take this. Everybody up, Rice, Stones, Gearheat, they're all up there. Two minutes to go. One big chance, that's all we want. Foden lobs it in the box. It's headed out onto the edge of the box. It's picked up, but Mainu wins it. Well, he's given it. Mainu won a good ball there, and for ages he let the ball run, did the referee. And then because of the pressure of the complaints, that was never a free kick in a million years, that, and eventually he gave it. Bringing Gordon on for Foden, but a bit too late, a bit too little, too late, I'm afraid. What's Gordon going to do in 1, 2, 3 minutes? What's he going to do? This is a ridiculous substitution at the wrong time, which is typical of Southgate. Give the kid a chance. He should have been on at half time. One minute, probably a couple of minutes of extra time, injury time, and that's it. There's a free kick that's drilled down the middle. It's flicked on, but goes straight through to Pickford, who lobs it straight out to Trent. But it's just so slow. Trent still got it, and he's ambling forward, and then he plays it across. And Gordon immediately takes it down the line. He would have gone past his man, but he just managed to run the ball out. But he could have been doing that all this second half. He immediately looked faster. And if that ball had stayed in, he'd have gone. He'd have been away. Yeah, I've got to agree with you, Dan. I mean, the Slovenians are not interested. I mean, they're making substitution at this late stage. You think they want to be getting the ball up and trying to win it, but they're trying to kill the game off by making stupid substitutions. 4 minutes. Well, we've had 30 seconds of it already. Can there be one last chance for either of these sides to take? Gahey sees the ball out. It's right on the level with our penalty area, but we're way back. Throw's taken. It goes to Gahey. He plays it across to Stones, who's ambling forward. He's got Trent outside of him. He gives it to Trent. Trent's looking forward. Goes back to Stones, and even it didn't get to Stones. A poor pass that eventually Pickford has to get. He gives it to Gahey, who gives it back to Stones. You know, we're with 1 minute into 4 minutes of added time, and they're passing sideways again. Trent has it. He goes all the way across. Walker pulls it down, but he's had to go backwards because it was such a poor pass. Gordon's got it. Comes inside, just near the halfway line. He plays the ball through. Harry Kane's on the outside. There's Cole Palmer, and it's a weak finish off on the edge of the box. It was played across to him by Harry Kane, and he's side-footed a shot to the near post, and the keeper's gathered that easily. When he probably should have gone to the far corner, to the far post, and it was a bit of a tame shot, really, and the keeper saved it easily, and that was probably our one chance with a couple of minutes to go. If it had gone to the far corner and curled it in, the keeper would never have seen it, but he didn't, and that was probably our chance with just 2 minutes to go. We've got a throw on the halfway line, which Gordon's taking. He plays it across to Walker. He comes all the way across to Stones. It's got to go forward. And it does to Trent. He plays it down the inside. So Cole Palmer, who's made a good run, is right in the corner. Man putting a lot of pressure on him, pushing him in the back, but he's won the ball. Cole Palmer gets it across to Trent. Bit of a body check there as the ball goes loose, and there's no free kick, and they've come forward, but they're not going to get that because there's 4 men around the attacker, and Bellingham comes away with the ball. He's got Gordon in front of him. He gives it to Gordon. He goes for the return pass. Gordon comes inside all the way across to Trent. Trent's going to have a shot, and that's well over the bar. Leaning backwards, just cut across the ball a bit, and it's 3 yards over the bar. And that's probably it with 15 seconds to go. And that's the end of it. I'm afraid. We just look at that now. Slovenia are delighted that they've got a 0-0 draw, but they're going out. Where was their ambition to win it? You know, maybe if they'd have shown a bit of ambition, they could have pinched it, but they just showed no ambition whatsoever. And they're happy with a 0-0. I can't believe it. You saw you Slovenians dancing up and down, but you're going home. No, not good enough at all, mate. You're right, not good enough. It wasn't good enough. And of course, England are going to get slated for this now, aren't they? I think they're saying that England play the round of 16 Sunday at 5 p.m, which is good for me. I can live stream it. I can do a live watch along. I don't know the playing though. I missed that bit. But if you have enjoyed the live stream, please hit a like or a sub. Just helps the channel get that a little bit bigger. We'll be live streaming the England cricket from, I think it's 3:30 on Thursday, England versus India. That's going to be a cracking game, semi-final of the World Cup. So if you can join me for that, please do, because it's going to be a good game. I'm just waiting to see who we play on Sunday. Oh, you work Sunday, don't you? Yeah. Throw a sickie down. I don't know the play. I don't know they said we play yet. Signing off, mate. Thanks for watching. Much appreciated. See you tomorrow. You're off this Wednesday. Okay, mate. Thanks for watching. And to your lovely daughter as well. Tell her thanks. Pity we couldn't get a win for her, so she don't get a shandy. Just listening to the commentators saying that it was nowhere near good enough, and it wasn't, to be honest. It was nowhere near good enough. But we live to fight another day. We keep saying that, oh, it'll be different next game. It'll be different next game. It's got to be, because next game, if we don't win it, we're out. That's nice. I'm going to sign off myself in a minute because unless anyone's got any comments they want to make on the game, any thoughts, we'll see the end of this this watch along. Thanks to everybody who's watched. Father Dan's and his shandy drinking daughter, thank you very much. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the interaction. We'll see you all on Thursday afternoon for the live cricket, the England semi-final, England and India. You've got to join me for that if you enjoy cricket. So that's going to be a cracker. If not, according to this, it's Sunday, England's game. So I'll see you on Sunday. So until then, take it easy. Have a nice day.